Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today I will be taking you through the process of having this pattern of shirt, mostly the v-neck, that will lie and not have any opening at the back. So you stay tuned and make sure you watch carefully to the end of this tutorial, because there's a reason why that neck is always up or not lapping. So welcome once again to Audience Fountains Fashion, your fashion instructor. Make sure I transfer the knowledge I've gotten from research on how to do this neck to you. And if today is your first time watching this channel, please subscribe to the channel and mostly like this video and turn on your notifications so that we can keep you updated each time we upload a new video. So this is the tutorial. I'm drawing the shoulder line, so just watch this video carefully. Sorry, the chalk is really fainty, but I'll make sure you see it clearly. Just watch carefully, look at the chalk. So the neck, the width of this neck is 3 inches. That's what I'll be marking like this, 3 inches. And now the depth of the neck, I'll keep it 7 inches. So I'll mark my 7 inches out of it, so that I just want the chest to really show out in this dress. That's why I'm using 7 inches. So if you want to hide your chest or your hairs, you can reduce it. So I'll connect it straight like that. And now after I've done that, I will impute my shoulder measurement. It could be any shoulder of your choice based on the client you are working for. So for this tutorial, I'm using 18 for the shoulder. That's the measurement I'm using. So connect the line. So after that, I will be imputing the shoulder slant of this dress. So every dress has its own shoulder slant. You can check my playlist if you want to know how to measure a shoulder slant that will be accurate always. So, and I will take the full length. Any length you prefer or your client prefers is what you are going to take. For this tutorial, I'm taking 32 plus a folding allowance. So that is that. So I will impute all the measurement I have to impute. That is the first star. Now connect all this. I'm just doing this, not a tutorial for any other thing, but mostly for the neck. That's why you have to watch carefully. If it's for every other measurement or resonator measurement, check my playlist. There are so many important videos there that will guide you on the coming out the best fashion designer when it comes to drafting and sewing. So I'll connect them like that. So after I'm done doing that, I've cut it and I will notch it. I will not cut it first. I'll notch that point like this. Have you seen? So I'll place it so that I'll cut the back. Now the back is very, very important. How you cut your back. The allowance, you keep extra allowance. So I'll be keeping 4 inches up there because I want the line to really come down the shoulder here. So it's 4 inches above the front bodice. So I've finished cutting it out like that. So I'll fold it this way and place my chalk so that the thing will not move. Now I'll cut it from that notch point like this. So look at how it is. Have you seen? So look at where I marked. From there, I will cut it all straight to that place I notch like that. So after I'm done cutting it, I will cut the material so that I want this margin here, that raw edges there, that ready-made edges to show at the front, just like you saw at the beginning of the tutorial. I'll cut it out the space how I want it. Look at it. Have you seen? So that is that. So after I'm done doing that, I'll cut my sleeves and every other thing I want to be using. Now this is the neck. This is where you are going to pay close attention mostly, because it determines how your neck will lap. So I'm going in by 3/4 of an inch. Have you seen? So, and I will go in from that point by 3/4 of an inch like that. So I will connect it this way. Have you seen? I just use that for, let me say, pattern paper. Is not on fold, but if I'm cutting the gum, I'll be keeping it on fold and placing it like that. So I'll cut it out that way. So have you seen? I've used that pattern to cut the gum. That is a cloth gum. Have you seen? That's how it is. I want the neck to be 1/4 width, the width. So I have to cut plus sewing allowance. Look at my neck. I've joined everything. Have you seen? So now I'll be notching the midpoint. I'll notch the midpoint from the back bodice like that. Have you seen it? Now look at, I have gummed the cloth gum to the fabric. Have you seen? So I cut it exactly in that big side. Now I'll be using the another fabric to turn it, and I will sew and turn it. So just watch as I'll be turning it. I'll sew from the wrong side. So just like that, I'll sew it. So I'm done sewing it and I'm cutting it out by 1/4 of an inch away. So have you seen? So I'll turn it this way and give it a nice press, or you can decide to top stitch it so that that inner fabric like this will go in like that. So I'll be pressing it well. So after pressing it, I'll cut the excess out. So look at how it looks like. Have you seen? That's how it's supposed to look like. Have you seen? So now I'll be notching the midpoint. I'll keep it like this and notch the midpoint of it, so that I will attach it from the midpoint of the back bodice. But before I do it, I will mark the space I want for my neck. I will use my pen to mark like that the 1/4 inches I want. You can make it higher than that, but I prefer this one so that it won't be too up or too broad. I'll mark it all through. So have you seen? I'm done marking it. Look at those dots of the pen. So it's because of this tutorial I'm doing that. If not, I know my sewing allowance. So have you seen? So that is that. Have you seen? So just watch carefully how I'll be attaching this, and I will come here. That bodice, the front bodice, has a line there that is ironed that determines the midpoint of it. So I'll be going down from that place there, and I will mark 3/4 of an inch. So have you seen? So, and I will determine the midpoint of it. Then I will impute my 1/4. My 1/4 divided by 2 will give you half 1/8 for the both sides. I will mark it like this. Have you seen? So that's the width of that neck. So I will use my ruler to connect it like this, to rule that line like that to that point. And I'll do the same thing to this other side. So the thing is really fancy. So have you seen? I'll rule it the same way, so that if I'm sewing it, I'll follow that line. Since the neck is a neck that has already been sewn or sealed, so I'll sew it throughout like that. Now just watch carefully, because this is where the techniques is needed. So I'll place it the right side to the right side from that point like that. You can decide to sew from any angle there. So I'm beginning from that side like that. I will follow where I mark that pen. So gradually, you don't have to be in a haste. It means your thread should follow that pen up there and the pen down. So I'll be sewing it to that point I marked. So gradually, so you don't have to be in a hurry. Sorry, I will show you something what I'm doing there. So have you seen? So look at where I will stop. So I will place it that way and sew it to that point. Then I will double stitch it very well, just like you used to do single wallet or double wallet pocket, like a back pocket or chest pocket. That's what I've done there. And I'll turn to this other side and do the same thing accordingly, like the same thing at that other side again. I'll sew it, but this time watch carefully because I'm not going to sew it to the very end. I'll sew it to a point before I will finish it from how I'll be showing you, so that I will not have any error in it. So I'll sew it to like 1.5 inches away from that point I stopped in the other side. Then I will turn the dress. Have you seen? Look at the point there. Have you seen? So this is how I'm going to be placing it now, like that. So I will turn the dress. So I will make sure I place the thing accordingly and trace that point I'll be marking with the chalk to make sure it aligns with that one I drew under. And if it doesn't, like I'll be doing here, I'll make sure I show you if it doesn't match so that I will correct it for accuracy. So you top stitch it and sew it to that thread you sewed. Have you seen? The thing didn't really match what I want, so I will be completing it. It's like 1A, it's short from there, it's short from there. So I'll correct it and sew it backwards to that point and top stitch it like that. So that is that. Now it's accurate now. Have you seen? So I'll be cutting it out just like you used to do your back pocket, just like this, to that very point the thread is. So I'll cut it like that to that point, and I'll do the same thing to this other side. So that is that. So that is what you have to do, and I will turn it like that and sew it just like a pocket is sewn. So the only thing I noticed in making all of these sacrifices is that people don't know how to appreciate people by even liking a video they find helpful. So if somebody can sacrifice his time and money and energy to make something that you find helpful, that will improve your profession, and you can't even give the person a like or share the video, it means you are an ungrateful person, and it's not good. It's not encouraging at all. So I wish if you find this video helpful and you haven't liked this video, please like this video. It won't cost you anything. It won't cost you up to what it costs most of us that sacrifice our years, so many years, what we learn in so many years, just to show you in just some minutes. It's a lot. So just the appreciation of liking is not too much. Just give this video a thumbs up. That's what I mean. And you can share. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You will not die. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications so that each time we upload a new video, you'll be notified. Don't because of greed stop to appreciate people that do well to you. So that is the end point of this dress. Have you seen? Look at how it is. So for more tutorials, please turn on your notification and check my playlist. There are so many important tutorials that will boost and help your fashion career in my playlist. So thank you for watching and have a nice time. Please don't fail to like this video, like and share. Like and share, that is all I want from you. Stay tuned, see you in our next tutorial.